Nobody can divide Nigeria. Nigeria must stay as one because God has created us together. And no forces in any part of the country should divide Nigeria. Now, this came from the Sultan of Sokoto, and I gave you that information yesterday, the 15th of October 2025. Today, Thursday, October 16, 2025, Nnamdi Kanu has arrived in court, and proceedings are continued. Now, the word of the Sultan of Sokoto, which says that nobody can divide Nigeria, the northern youth have accepted it. And they also have said Tinubu must not release Nnamdi Kanu. The northern youth have rejected anything called the release of Nnamdi Kanu. He said no. Anybody who wants to divide Nigeria must not be allowed freedom. And again, Nnamdi Kanu has been called a terrorist by the northern youth. Let's start from here. Today, Thursday, the 16th of October 2025. If you are watching for the first time, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, on notifications, drop your comments, click the like button, and also share this video. Kindly like and share as you are watching, and also drop your comments. Subscribe if you are not subscribed, and also on notifications. Now, this is a very big controversy. The word that came from the Sultan of Sokoto in Lagos, that nobody should be allowed to divide Nigeria. As I said, drop your comment. Drop your comment, like and share. And people are saying that this will have impact on the release of Nnamdi Kanu. That word that he said in Lagos, you know, the traditional rulers, they held their meeting. Many others were there, and that statement was made. The meeting was declared open by Hope Uzodinma, the governor of Imo State, who is also the progressive governor, that means the APC governors. He is the chairman, Hope Uzodinma. Now, he represented the president during that meeting. There were 10 governors in that meeting where the Sultan of Sokoto made that statement. Don't forget, I have a news on your screen here. The governor of Enugu State, Peter Mba, he has defected from the PDP to the APC. And also, Mr. Obidike, an Igbo chieftain, said the Igbos are in love with the APC. That's what he said. That all Igbos are in love with the APC. That in his opinion, the APC is doing well under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It is right there on your screen also. But again, this has really divided opinions amongst Nigerians. Now, everybody is having divergent opinion on this issue. The performance of the APC in Nigeria, and many governors are now joining the party. But let me talk about the statement coming from the Sultan of Sokoto. Now listen, I saw many comments. When, as I said, I either give you pictures or the videos on your screen, so you can go and read the newspaper which carried the information. So you can go and read where the Sultan made the statement. Now, I saw many comments. Some comments from the Yoruba people, from the Igbo people, from everybody. It seems that the Igbo people does not support, on the comment section, they didn't support what the Sultan of Sokoto said over the unity of Nigeria. I saw comments again from the Yoruba people. They too, they didn't support what the Sultan said. But now, drop your comments as you are watching this now. Drop your comments. like and share this video to others. Are you not thinking that is that what he said may be one of the reasons why Kanu may not come out? These are what people are saying on the scene, that a very, very powerful signal has come out from him, and this may affect the chances of Nnamdi Kanu coming out. Now, listen. Don't forget, it was Muhammadu Buhari in 2021 that arrested, people have called a kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria. It was now don't forget. Now the Kenya court has declared the arrest illegal. Now, but Buhari now is dead, so he's no more. He died in July. And we've seen many Igbo leaders. For example, the governor of Abia State said, okay, they will be meeting with the president over the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Listen, also, Sore have said they want to organize a protest in Abuja. Again, many other youth have rejected the protest of the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Many other youth have rejected. They say they don't want. It has been completely rejected. They don't want anything called the release of Nnamdi Kanu. So now, all these things are really dividing opinions in Nigeria. We have seen Afenifere, Yoruba group, they spoke about the fact that they want Nnamdi Kanu to be released. Now, this is dividing different opinions. We've seen people of the middle belt also. They are saying they don't want Kanu, they want Kanu to be released. Middle belt. It seems that the northern people majorly does not want his release. Now, I'm talking about according to what we are seeing on social media, people's Twitter handle, what they are dropping. So, people from the north majorly seems to be against his release. But now, let's look at the Yoruba side of things. You have seen somebody who said the proper way for the Yoruba people now is to have a restructured Nigeria. The Yoruba side prefers or seems to prefer more of restructuring. Now, we've seen many Yoruba people talking about the fact that, oh, we want Yoruba nation. We've seen many of them. I mean, majorly, they're talking about the fact that let us have a restructured Nigeria. Let each region manage their resources, which has always been my own point. Let us have a state police. I've been saying this as always. Let's have state police. Let everybody be in charge of their own natural resources. God has blessed every region, so every region can take care of themselves. But the Igbo side, some Igbos who say, okay, let us stay in one Nigeria. But others are talking about what they call Biafra. Now go and check social media. These are what people are saying. But the northern youth are mainly talking about how we will stay in this one Nigeria. That Nigeria cannot and must not be divided. And we must find a way to make this work. But we look at the structure of this system now. Look at the structure. Then you just have to think, how do we go? How would we move ourselves from this mess that we are in as of today? Yesterday, I gave you that information. Another terrorist group has emerged in North Central. Wulo. That's what they call themselves. So instead of not talking about state police, talking about the best and effective system to manage themselves, they are talking about this present structure of one Nigeria. Now, when you look at these things side by side, objectively and critically, the best way, if you now let's look at it now, the best way is for each region to manage their own God's given resources. This is the best way. So that every region will develop at their own pace. It has happened before. Listen, that is the only way forward now. So that every region can develop at their own pace. That is the thing. For the fact that the North have refused to talk about restructuring, rejecting state police. Look at the issue of farmers and herders. Look at what it has cost. Look at that issue of the farmers and the herders. Look at what it has cost. So let them look into that one. Let the herdsmen have their own cattle ranching. And again, if possible, let them be educated to some extent. The herdsmen must also go to school, maybe their children. That is why the wage the North Nigerian was absolute nonsense. It was the highest level of hypocrisy. The other people, the way they treated Nigerian was the highest level of hypocrisy, because obviously Jonathan had a very good plan for them. Go to school, in making sure that Almajiri school sprang up. Jonathan, making sure that Almajiri school sprang up, but instead they later rejected Jonathan and they bought him. So the S-men must also go to school, have a formal education, have a proper education. Make them go to school, make their head open. It's as simple as that. Let them go to school, let them be informed. Like I've always said, you can't count cows up and down in 21st century. It is not working anymore. It's not working. So all these things should be done. I always say it. The Igbos are not the problem of the North. The North should channel their anger to their leader. So Nnamdi Kanu's arrest or anywhere he is, okay, since Nnamdi Kanu is in prison, has the North felt better? Is Nnamdi Kanu the leader of the S-men or the bandits? So you don't have to be talking about Nnamdi Kanu's release. To me, stems from hypocrisy. Rejecting Kanu's release, listen to me, it stems of hypocrisy. Now, all these things have now shown, listen to me, that the level of hypocrisy that we now have in Nigeria is now glaring. That the level of hypocrisy now that we have is now glaring. It has shown now. It has shown. So the other leaders should channel their anger at the right sources. Let them channel their anger. Kanu is not your problem. Sunday Igboho is not your problem. They must channel their anger on their leaders who have refused to give them the definition of democracy, who have refused to empower them, send them to school, and allow them have the basic necessities. That's the only way. Allow them to have the basic necessities. So all their anger should be channeled at their leaders, not on Nnamdi Kanu, not on the Igbo people, not even on the Yoruba people. So channel your anger at the right. Not you don't get angry for an outsider over the cause of the nonsense that everybody is empowered to some extent. Look at the high level of poverty, out of school children, illiteracy. That is the thing. Number one, they should scrap Almajiri. When on Tuesday, the Sultan of Sokoto was in Lagos, he said nobody can divide Nigeria. That they will not allow anybody to divide Nigeria. So he said it in Lagos, the Sultan of Sokoto. I said, let him focus more on the issue of poverty and out of school children in northern Nigeria. Now, let him focus more on poverty and out of school children. That one has really because listen good. The insecurity in the north, it can be traced to the high level of those swing factors. Now, I don't condone crime, God forbid, but we must always tell ourselves the truth. Those two factors, number one, poverty, number two, illiteracy. Those two factors alone, one of the reasons why things are allowed. So now the northern elders must now sit down on a round table and make a decision on the way forward, because obviously the north has ruled Nigeria. So it's not about being in power. They have ruled Nigeria the most. Buhari just left power 2 years ago before Tinubu became president. So and he spent 8 years. But I look at the meeting government. The north has been in power more than any other region in Nigeria. So it's not about being in power. Let me hear that one. It's about doing the right thing at the right time. That's the thing. It's not about being in power. You have ruled, the north have ruled Nigeria the most. So there are no excuses that there is this level of poverty. There is no excuse. There is no excuse. So it's not, like I've always told all of you, it's not about being in power. It's about what are you doing, or in the past, what have you done with the power that you held. It's not about being in power. It's about what is the impact of you being in powerful positions on your subjects, on your people. Listen, it doesn't matter where you come from. All of us in Nigeria are buying the same thing at exactly the same price. So all of us are buying the same thing at the same price. It doesn't matter anywhere where you come from. All of us, they face the same situation. So it is one of the only way that things can work in the north is let everybody sit down and make a decision. If only they are sincere enough to make sure that the children of the poor have a sense of belonging. That's if only. I mean that word, if only. The poor man's child also have a sense of belonging. All of this. We must always tell ourselves the truth. So now, like I said,